Hi everyone, I'm Leila from Garbonomics. Today I'm going to discuss, the responses to a question that is actually frequently asked, and um, we have to answer to that question because it's a very important question. And the question is, what is the relation between poverty and waste disposal? Is there any direct, connection between these two things or not? Because one of the things that actually we speculate in Garbonomics is poverty, and many of our writings, articles, discussions, and even the podcasts that we had before are about poverty. So it's a big question. And we have, put a thought on it for many years. So maybe we can discuss it here as well. Yeah, there is a direct connection between these two things, between poverty and waste disposal. So all of you know that, this civilization that we are living in, it's civilization of consumption. We buy a lot, we consume a lot, and we discard a lot. But not all of the things that we discard are recycled. The problem is that many of us think that most of the things that we discard are recycled, but it's not the truth. Even the best waste management systems just can recycle, up to 80% of the garbage that they receive, not more. So, many pieces of plastic, metal, textile, paper, and other things are being dumped in landfills. But there are another thing that happens, and it's that some of the more powerful countries from the global north, they export their garbage to other countries such as Ghana, Philippines, Chile, and India, and many other countries. So it means that they are not only consuming their own resources and their products, but also they are spreading garbage across the globe. It means that it's like a virus, that you have lots of garbage that they are toxic, or they can be toxic, or they can be bad for the environment, and you don't think about keeping it for yourself, but you are spreading it all over the globe, across the globe. And other people who do not have money, they cannot afford buying so much thing or consume so much thing, they are also the victims of mass consumption of some more powerful global north countries. So the thing that happened is that these garbage, make big landfills. Like the one that we have in Ghana is one of the biggest, and there are lots of e-waste in it. We have one in India, which is very big. The other one is in Chile, and it's made of lots of textile, mostly fast fashion, and they are being dumped in the areas that those governments or like the officials think that they are like remote or empty of people. But in long term, what happens is that marginalized people or very poor people, or even stateless people who do not have a place to live, gradually are attracted to live around these places to collect garbage. So one of the businesses that happens to be created around these landfills is all those businesses which are related to collecting waste and garbage. And in many cases, these kind of businesses are very bad for those people because they are poor, they don't have, a healthy diet, and at the same time, they have to collect those very contaminated, dirty, and sometimes polluted and toxic garbage. So it's a kind of cycle. Some people consume in like global north, they dump it, and they make these landfills in the global south. And those who are poor live like around these landfills. But are these kind of landfills only located in the global south? The answer is no. There are also some landfills in the global north. We have like 20 two landfills only in Sweden. One of them that we as the experts working in carbonomics studied is a Marhult Superberg in Swedish, or Marhult illegal landfill, a garbage mountain, which is located near a village which is called Marhult. And it's actually made of garbage from like other areas accumulated in an abandoned industrial area, like during the last 10 years. So since 2015, when a fire happened in this area, many specialists, artists, garbologists, archaeologists, environmentalists tried to solve this problem, tried to propose some solution for the problem of Marhult illegal landfill, but still it's in progress because it's a wicked problem. I will speak later, in the other videos about wicked problems, but you can imagine that a wicked problem is a problem that we cannot find very fast, solution to them. And landfills are like that. And they are not only the problem of the global south, but they are also now the problem of the global north. So you see that mass consumption in this way strengthens poverty. And those who live in like the areas very close to the landfills, they are getting poorer and poorer every day. They work a lot. Some of them, they are garbage collectors. Some of them, they have the other businesses, like the people living near Marhult, who are farmers, who are like small business owners, who have been workers for many years in Marhult industrial area, but they lose their fortune because of the presence of this landfill and their health as well. They cannot, sell their properties because no one wants, a farm or an apartment very close to a landfill. So they have to stay there. They have to live there. And those who are very poor, and work as garbage collector, and many of them, they are stateless. They are being ignored by many, many politicians and governments. They are absent in like political discussions. You can't find, many speeches about them. You can't find many articles about them or projects because they are, being kept voiceless for many years. And it's really hard to bring them out of poverty trap. Poverty trap also, it's another thing that we should discuss in other videos as well. But very briefly, it's a trap that if someone is trapped in it, it means that they cannot come out of this poverty situation very easily, and they need help or resources, or they should be like in NGOs and the specialists to help them. Yeah, so I don't want to make this video very long. I want to say that if we consume a lot, we are making some people that we cannot see poorer and poorer. We are sending the garbage to places that we cannot see. They are not visible, maybe, to many of us living in the cities or in the global north. And because of that, we just sometimes overlook them. Sometimes we ignore them. Even some of the people, they don't know, they don't have any knowledge that these kind of areas exist on the planet. But the fact is that nothing on this, planet disappears. So if I consume too much plastic or, metal or textile, um, there should be a place that this material, land in. And unfortunately, those areas are usually where the poorest people and the most voiceless people and the most vulnerable people live. So please think twice when you are buying something. Think if you need it or you don't need it. Check if it's recyclable or not. Check if in your country there is this cycle of exporting garbage to other countries or not. These are very important. Thank you very much and take care. Bye bye.